Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome to my Formula 1 Emilia Romagna or Emilia Grand Prix review. So, the first stream back after a Grand Prix weekend, we're going to be doing a review of the entire Grand Prix. That entails my live reactions from the Watchalong itself. Then we'll be checking out a bunch of videos, discussing it all with you guys in chat. And then we'll be going over to the Formula 1 Reddit and doing like a Reddit recap, you know, seeing all the content on Reddit from the last week. And then we'll be checking out F1 Fantasy and F1 Play and seeing how I and everyone else in the community did over there. So yeah, so it's going to be a reoccurring thing on the YouTube channel and on the Twitch streams after a Grand Prix weekend. So yeah, first off, let's get into my live reactions from the Watchalong.
Now that is Yuki
He's not on my team.
And that is a particularly hefty
Wow, that's going to be red flag.
Japanese driver.
Yeah, that's red flag. Wow, that's a big crash. Norris could get in front of Hamilton here. This is going to be a mixed up grid. I'm calling it right now. This is going to be a mixed up grid with these lap times from Merck. Wow. Norris could do really good here. Gasly P4. Oh my god, Bottas is dropping like a fly.
Lando Norris is having a
wow.
brilliant lap and goes onto the front row.
Wow. Oh no.
Yes, he has.
No, Red Bull, no. That's probably why his time was quite high as well. Leclerc P4, nice. Perez P2. Verstappen should be on pole though. Wow. Perez beating Verstappen. Leclerc P4. Gasly close behind. Norris on P2 if he didn't invalidate. Dude, what an actual fantastic qualifying. Please don't post illegal stream links in chat. Oh! Who's that? Who's that? Charles Leclerc. Alright, he's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. Woo! Woo! Oh no, he's gonna go in the pit lane if he doesn't pass Gasly. Come on, Gasly, help a brother out. Yes! Yes, yes! Don't worry, guys, it's fine. We're off.
It's lights out and away we go. Verstappen gets an excellent reaction.
Max passed Perez instantly. Max passed Lewis. They're crashing, they're crashing. Oh, Lewis has lost a part of his wing or his barge board. That was really done by Lewis. That is perfect for Max. Perfect. Really well done from Max. Oh! Latifi's round. Oh no, the safety car's out. Fuck. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, he's probably just panicking because he spun and then straight in the wall. Oh, who was that with? Mazepin? Whoa. If I see anyone blame Mazepin before we see his onboard, I'm gonna flip out. Hey! Hey! We haven't even seen his onboard yet, guys. Chill. Oh my god, look at this battle. Lando double overtake? Oh. No. Almost.
To Valtteri Bottas. Oh, and sliding off the road goes the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, was it?
Oh, and I think he might be.
That's a bigger throw than China. That is a bigger throw than China in the pit lane. No, maybe not. No, maybe not. Maybe not. That's an exaggeration. That is a throw and a half. That is one of the biggest throws I've seen in Formula 1 since I've started watching it. Norris podium. Dude, watch Lewis come back and get a safety car and win the race or some shit. How is it not a safety car right now? He's literally reversing onto the track. Oh my lord. That is probably the worst mistake I've seen made.
A safety car now because that's Valtteri Bottas.
Russell's gonna lose points. What is happening? Oh, he's pissed. He threw his wheel across the. What just happened? Why didn't the safety car come out earlier? Russell loses points again at Imola. This is so tough. Oh, he's pissed. Oh, he's pissed. Oh! Punched him on the helmet. He is not happy. Bottas, go hunt him down. Clap him up. That has to be the weirdest slap I've seen in Formula 1. He just drove into the wall. Wow, huge crash. Holy shit. Bottas gets lapped and causes a crash. Oh my lord. I mean, Bottas does look pretty hurt right now. He's just been punched in the head by Russell, so. Dude. Lewis just drove into a wall and reversed on track, and there was no safety car. I didn't want wet at first, but now I like it. This is why wet races are so good. Holy shit. Imagine, no, imagine this, right? Imagine, oh my god, imagine you're about to get your first points in Formula 1 by beating a Mercedes on track, and you get taken out by the, oh my god.
Oh, Max Verstappen just trying to light up his tyres somewhat on the entry into Ravazza. Then comes Leclerc, Perez, Sainz and Ricciardo. Going over the back, it's Yuki Tsunoda.
Okay, Verstappen, Norris, Leclerc, Perez, Sainz. Let's go. Where's Hamilton at? Hamilton's 8th. Yellow flag. Perez has spun. Perez has crashed. And he's in the wall. Oh, he's out. He's out of the gravel. He's still going. He's still going, though. Yes! Keep going, buddy. Go, go, go. Hamilton, what a great comeback. What a great comeback for Hamilton. Leclerc, Norris podium. Very nice. Defended off Ferraris. Well done, Lando. Good race. Leclerc, great race. Sainz, fantastic race. Ricciardo, good race. Top 6. Oh, fantastic race. God, this season is going to be a cracker. Absolutely cracking season. 2 races deep. We've had 2 A/S tier Grand Prix. Championship fight in both. Lovely stuff. Filled with drama. Great midfield battle. Love it. So yeah, those are my reactions. Pretty crazy Grand Prix. I mean, so much shit going on. But yeah, let's get into watching some videos discussing as many of the key talking points as we can. Alright, let's go. Let's start with the race highlights. What a start from Max. Honestly. The fact he got past both Perez and Hamilton.
Hamilton is forced wide and he's lost a little bit of bodywork as well.
I don't know how you guys feel about that, but for me, I feel like he should have gotten a 5-second for that. I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, the stewards know what's up, but yeah, I feel like he did squeeze him wide, whether it was because he didn't know the grip levels or not. But then again, I had, I think it was Will Buxton, the post-race show, explain it, how Hamilton went around the outside, he should be yielding there because he doesn't have the position. I don't know, it's a tough one. I'm surprised he didn't get a 5-second personally, but yeah, that's the camera angle I was talking about before.
Lewis.
Yeah, actually, looking at it from here, it does look like Hamilton should be yielding.
Lewis tried to brave it out around the outside.
It's tough. It's a tough one. And this was sad. Latifi, what a fantastic weekend he had. He spun and he just panicked. He just didn't know what to do. He was just panicking. Just stared right into Mazepin.
Right, that's not Mazepin's fault.
Warming up his tyres, lost the car.
And lost it. Gasly not helping him as
yeah, so Gasly, I don't know why. Why did they start on wets? Whether it was AlphaTauri's decision or Gasly's decision, why would you start on the wets? It wasn't raining. It wasn't raining, but more importantly, you're starting 6th place, right? You're starting 6th place. Great starting position for an AlphaTauri. You've got 5 people in front of you on inters, right? You should be starting on inters as well, because if inters isn't the right tire, well, you and everyone in front is on the wrong tire. Everyone behind is slow as bulls. They might be on the right tire, but you're not gonna lose that much time. Why go wets? Why take the risk in 6th place? The dumb thing I don't understand was Yuki Tsunoda, his teammate who was in like 20th, started on inters. You should do it the other way around. Put your main top driver who's at the front of the pack on the safe tire and chuck the other one on the risky tire, the risky strategy to see how it goes. Doesn't make sense to me. Don't know why they did it. Whether it was Gasly's decision or AlphaTauri's, doesn't make sense. He ruined a potentially great Grand Prix on that decision alone. It wasn't even raining. The track was barely wet. It was clearly going to dry up. Why wets? Why? I don't know. Shit's weird. This was weird to me. He went off track. He knows not to re-overtake people, but why was Ricciardo slowing down?
Yeah, can't do that.
I don't know. Why was Ricciardo slowing down to let him pass? Ricciardo should also know that he's not allowed to pass him back, and what Ricciardo did to overtake him was fine. It was weird. It was almost like Ricciardo like, yo, come back past me, and then I don't know. It was weird. And then for Red Bull not to tell him to give the place back, I don't know. It was a bit weird. Weird situation. Perez, I guess, forgot about the rule. Ricciardo probably forgot about the rule as well. And then Red Bull, I don't know what the fuck's happening over there to not let give the places back.
The Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton.
Oh.
And I think he might be.
I mean, as you saw with my live reaction before, I can't believe he just drove straight into the wall. And he kept trying, good on him, and then reverses back onto the track. What are the FIA doing? Why are they not? Why is they're not a VSC for a car reversing onto the track? Look, watch a car fly past. Boom! Like, that's so dangerous. And then this happened. So we obviously had a lot of time to talk about this incident. By the way, nice ass, Russell. We had a lot of time to talk about this incident during the red flag on stream. But my conclusion of the incident was, or my opinion on the incident was, it goes both ways. Who does the stewards punish? In the end, they decided not to punish either of them. But Valtteri clearly moves over to the right. And as Russell described perfectly in his post-race interview, we might hear it in the other video. In dry conditions, moving when the car behind has DRS like that fast, it's really hard to react to. And he said that they had a gentleman's agreement to not do this stuff under DRS. So for Valtteri to do that, it's kind of dog. But at the end of the day, look how much room Russell had. He had plenty of room. He had like a tires width there and a tires width there. And Russell put it in the grass or a wet spot and spun it. Who do you punish? Do you punish the person who first led to it being an incident, which was Bottas moving down the straight? Or do you punish Russell for dipping his toes in the wet and when there's heaps of space and making a mistake? Or do you do what the stewards ended up doing and punishing neither of them because they were both at fault? Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. I think the stewards made the right decision, you know. Bottas moved, but it wasn't enough for it to be really penalized. And Russell reacts, which, you know, is clearly going to happen when a driver moves like that. But he also had so much space, and he was the one who made the mistake by putting it in the grass. And I didn't notice that Bottas flipped him off until after the incident.
What was he doing?
The race has now been red flagged.
So as we found out, Leclerc actually didn't have a rodeo. He could talk to his team, but his team couldn't talk back to him. So he didn't know it was a rolling start. He thought it was a standing start. That's why he lost so much time down the straight and got overtaken by Lando. I think Lando would have got him anyway with those softs. But yeah, Leclerc definitely lost a lot of time from not knowing that it was an actual rolling start. And then Yuki binning it. You could have put some work in, I reckon, on those softs. Just too confident on the throttle on the wet. Perez made so many mistakes this weekend. Good pace, just a lot of mistakes.
And is this what Hamilton needs to blast?
This was fun. This was enjoyable to watch. Watching Lewis try to get past both Charles and Lando for so many laps. I hate when people do this. Why celebrate before your race is over? Imagine if you binned it. Imagine if you did like a Schumacher, what he did earlier. Warm up the tires, binned it. Woo, and you lost your win. Risky stuff. I wouldn't do it. personally. Big win for Max. Big comeback drive for Hamilton. Beautiful podium from Norris. What a good podium. What a nice podium. Leclerc P4, Sainz P5, Ricciardo P6. What a top 6. Yeah, let's quickly obviously go through everyone's race. Max, fantastic start, and obviously in his own league at the front. Hamilton also very good drive. I think would have been a great race to see how much he could have fought with Max if he didn't have the damage and if he didn't bin it. But yeah, obviously great comeback drive from Hamilton. Got lucky with the red flag, but also, you know, had to put in the work to come back to P2, which was great to see. Lando, amazing weekend from him all weekend long. Very deserved P3, starting from, was it like P6? P6? P7? And coming home for a podium. Very nice. Charles, P4, again, very nice race from him. Very nice quality as well. Driving that car how it should be. And then Sainz. In my opinion, Will Buxton reckons Ricciardo is the driver who's gotten up to speed the quickest in their car. I honestly think Carlos Sainz has. He was only 2 seconds off of Leclerc, or 1.5 seconds off of Leclerc. Yes, he got lucky with the red flag, but he also, in that second half of the race, drove really well. Kept it close to Leclerc in the wet. Yeah, great drive from Sainz. Ricciardo, you know, he admitted himself he was off pace all weekend from Lando, but to come home in a P6 is good for him. Stroll, good race from him, P7. Gasly, getting P8 is kind of good considering how shit his race went. Still don't understand the tyre situation. Kimi ended up moving outside of the points. Good race, a good, decent weekend from Ocon, beating his teammate both in the race and in qualifying, and then I believe Alonso got a point for P10. Perez. Now, I do believe Perez showed a lot of potential this weekend. I mean, with how close he was to Max in qualifying, he seemed all right in practices, wasn't too bad. Even in the race, his pace wasn't terrible. Just mistakes. I think it was because of the wet. Imagine having to drive a brand new car that you've never driven before, especially a Red Bull, which is tough to drive, in the wet. It was expected he was going to make that many mistakes. Heaps of people made mistakes. Leclerc made mistakes. Hamilton made mistakes. Sainz made mistakes. Gasly made mistakes. Tsunoda made a mistake. You know, Mazepin, Schumacher, Latifi, so many drivers made mistakes. Perez just made a few too many than all of them. Tsunoda, that spin kind of cost him. Obviously, starting at the back in qualifying didn't help. Yeah, not much really to say about the other drivers. Just typical stuff.
The Mercedes.
Okay, at this point in time, I believe Hamilton has gone, fuck, I might get bogged down here. I might get stuck. What I'm going to do is I'm going to accelerate as hard as possible to try get out of the gravel. And I think he knew he was compromising his wing to get out of the gravel. Because the second he stops, he's going to get bogged. So I think, even though it looks really, really embarrassing that he
Of Lewis Hamilton.
drove straight into the wall, I think he just knew it was survival instinct. Like, I'm about to get stuck. I've just got to accelerate into the wall. If he wanted to do the flicky thing, he would have had to have done it like there, right there. He would have had to get on the power right now. But his car like fully stopped.
Front wing.
And then he did it. Oh.
Yeah, well done, Daniel. That was good.
It wasn't until I saw the news tonight that I remembered that he let Lando pass. So, smart decision, considering he was 30 seconds off the pace in the end. My biggest worry with Gasly at the moment is Gasly, as we've seen at Red Bull, he's not someone who deals with pressure well. And my concern now is we've had Bahrain, we had a fantastic qualifying, and then made just one little mistake, boom, wing comes off, race ruin. Next race, makes a wrong decision with the tyre. Whether it was his decision or not, he contributed to it. He did claw back a nice finish though, a P7. But yeah, I'm worried he might have a bit too much pressure moving forward, and it could be a spiral effect. I don't think so. I think Gasly's an absolute menace in that car. He's so good. I think he just needs one good Grand Prix and he'll get the ball rolling again. But I God hope, as a Gasly fan, he doesn't fall into the spiral of like wing damage and then wrong tires and now crash and then throwing the points and then this and then that. Yeah. I hope he doesn't spiral downwards now with a few tough races and now being on the back foot. All right, let's get into the Reddit recap. So we chuck it on the top of the last week and we just have a scroll through, look at any news, talk about any news, look at any videos, pictures, anything that got posted. So let's go into it. 33,000 upvotes. Fuck, Formula 1 is popping off on social media. Lando with McLaren after his P3 finish. Dude, all I can say is, we spoke about this yesterday on the stream, COVID sucks. Sports atmosphere is so important. We were talking yesterday about the Miami Grand Prix, and I said the most important part is the track layout. The second most important part is the atmosphere. A track and the race can really be elevated by its location, its fans, and imagine all these drivers. Lando Norris, Pierre Gasly's win last season comes to mind. Perez at Sakhir, and their family members aren't there, their friends aren't there, their fans aren't there, there's no cheering, they can't get close to a lot of their teammates. It must suck. It must really suck. But the positive, obviously, if you are going to take a positive away from all of this, is when fans do come back and it's all back to normal, it's going to be double as good as it was when it left. You know what I mean? We're not going to be taking it for granted anymore. This is cringe to me. 20,000 upvotes for a driver spinning in practice one. Like, what? What are the comments? Warning, mentions of sexual assault. Comments under this post mention sexual assault and harassment. Please use following links to find out more information. They literally have to put a disclaimer on Mazepin posts. Holy fuck. What has it come to? Carl Sainz congratulates ex-teammate Lando Norris on his podium at Imola. Aw, lovely stuff. Shaka bra. Nice from Sainz. Lewis wearing a tire blanket. That's 200 IQ. Lewis Hamilton on Instagram. That moment when you're been holding one in on a date. Post a picture of Perez. Okay. Lewis's comedy is the best. Russell urges consistent track limit solution to avoid extremely silly violations. Good. And they did buckle down on it this week and it was good. F1 has changed their social media logos into Miami Vice themed colors. Who would have thunk that was coming? It wasn't like it was leaked. But I hate leaks. There's nothing better than a hype announcement. I'm sure all of you in your life have all had a moment where something has been announced and you're so hyped when it comes out. It was a shock to you. It was a surprise. You're like, what the fuck? It's crazy. It trends. It's like, oh my God. There's nothing better than that. And nowadays, so much shit gets leaked. It's annoying. We knew about Miami a year ago. We know about stuff before it even gets announced. It's sad. I love the shock of something being announced. I love it. I don't mind rumors. Rumors is cool, but I hate leaks. I hate it. Emilia Cat has officially got a paddock pass now. That's cute. The Miami GP has officially been approved by Miami Gardens for 2022. Nice stuff. I mean, we talked about this on stream. It's kind of a whole separate topic to the race weekend, but I'm so hyped for Miami. Great atmosphere, great location it looks like. The track looks really nice. Looking forward to it. They need two USA Grand Prix. With how big America is and how they're trying to push F1 into the American audience, great stuff. Great decision from F1, I think, rather than going to a place where there's already so many Grand Prix and at a shit track. I like that it looks like a decent track, but whether the track's good or not, at least it's in a good location. You know what I mean? You can't, if the location's good and the track's shit, all right, at least one part of it's good. You know what I mean? This was amazing. This was fantastic. Under 5/10 separated the top 8 in qualifying. Yes, it's a shorter track, but it's also a very, very tough track. And we had 5 different teams: Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, AlphaTauri, McLaren. Insane qualifying. Stroll's brakes completely destroyed on fire. Wow. Okay, I didn't see this because I was still doing the build up for the Grand Prix. That's crazy. How did that even happen? All right, let's have a look at how myself and everyone else in the community did for fantasy. So this week, this was our team. We obviously went with Turbo Driver on Perez. I had confidence in Perez. After seeing him in practice, I had confidence he would do well. Obviously, it then rained, which is very tough on drivers in new cars. They're still trying to get the hang of. And yeah, unfortunately, the Turbo Driver picking Perez along with to get the Turbo Driver didn't really work out. Norris, man of the team, I guess, this week. Obviously, yeah, I would have loved to have put Turbo Driver on Norris, obviously, but hindsight is a bitch. Yeah, Gasly would have been a good shout if he hadn't fucking been on wet tires. Got a lot of points for the Ferrari boys, Leclerc and Sainz. I'm happy with both of them. I was confident with them at Imola, and they both showed up and did really, really well. And then Red Bull, 44 points. Obviously, Perez bringing down the team there a little bit, especially with that penalty as well. I probably would have been up an extra 30 points if I had done my other team, which was Max with Russell. But yeah, I mean, I'm still happy with my team. You know, going into it, I don't think it was a dumb team. I don't think I really took any risks. I guess you could say Perez Turbo Driver was a risk, but at the same time, that Red Bull should be getting top fours. It's just, yeah, it was a bit of a tough week in the wet. But yeah, let's take a look at everyone else in the league, where I believe we just hit the 100 member mark. So we've got Alpha leading, Dufius leading with how many points? 459 points. Damn. He used his Mega Drive in the first week. He Turbo Drivered Leclerc. And leading the championship without Mega Driver is username _unavailable. With 228 points at Imola. Turbo Driver on Norris with Sainz, Leclerc, Gasly, Verstappen, and McLaren. Wow, that was a really good team. Very, very good. He went with the double Ferrari like I did, but he had Verstappen and McLaren instead. Yeah, where are we? Where are we placed right now? We're 56. Oh no. Oh no, we're way down right now. We're at 334 points. So we are okay. So we're only 70 points. We're only 70 points behind the non-Mega Driver leader. So we're not in the bin. You know what I mean? And there's 21 races to go. For anyone thinking of giving up on fantasy or thinking it's over, you got 21 races to go. All right, F1 play. How did we do this week? Italy, 4 out of 10. 21%, not bad. No one got 10 out of 10, but someone somehow got 9 out of 10. How does it even happen? How does it even happen? All right, let's have a look at our choices. So we got Max right, we got Lewis right. We didn't get Charles Leclerc right. Almost though, almost. We didn't get Lewis right for the fastest lap. Almost got that right though. First finish in Q1, we picked Leclerc. It wasn't Norris. First finish in Q2, got Kimi right. Nice. First retire. I was thinking of going Vettel, and then he almost first retired. Vettel that was, but in the end it was Latifi. Oh no, sorry, I went for Mazepin, and Latifi ended up retiring first. It was just, you know, it was just an easy pick, I guess. I said 14 out of 20 finishes because I saw that it was raining. Ended up being 17. I obviously got the safety car right, and the margin was 15 plus. So yeah, didn't get that right, but not too bad. 4 out of 10. Let's go have a look at the league. So if we go back to Italy, wow, James P got 6 out of 10. Kiwi Mika and Artemis 5 out of 10. Then me and Matthew on 4. A bunch of people on 3, and then quite a few of you on 0. All right, interesting. But yeah, guys, that's going to conclude the review of the Formula 1 Emilia Romagna, or in other terms, Imola Grand Prix. What a fantastic Grand Prix. Absolutely loved it. We've had 2 back-to-back fantastic Grand Prix. I don't want to say they're S-tier Grand Prix. We've got to wait till the end of the season to compare them, but they're definitely A-tier. Both fantastic, entertaining pretty much the whole time. Big moments, big storylines, great championship battle between Lewis and Max at the front. Great midfield battle. Yeah, both great races. Cannot wait for Portimao in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, we'll be doing a watch-along on stream for the practices, qualifying, and the race for Portimao and every other Grand Prix for the rest of the season, along with the build-up before the Grand Prix and qualifying, as well as these review videos on the YouTube channel after each Grand Prix weekend. But yeah, that's it. Appreciate you all watching.
You are my strangest addiction. I could say I'll quit without any conviction. Broke my own heart this time.